what was the discussion? What led to the 39-year-old having to flee from police? Can you give us a little bit more detail? Because it just seems, what exactly led to him running away?
So, again, there was a 911 call of dispute with shots fired and a female being dragged back into the residence. When officers arrived, a male initially opened the door, closed the door on the officer's face without communicating completely. That's when the officers established a perimeter and the two males fled. Why they fled, obviously, we can't speak for them. So it's still an active investigation.
Was the woman injured at all?
So we were not able to locate a female. We ended up with two males and the decedent.
Was you said the dispute started in a car, a moving car?
No, outside of the residence.
Outside of the residence, and then a woman was drugged back into the...
That's what was reported. We have not been able to substantiate any of that, which is also a part of our investigation.
And then when he jumped over the fence from one victim, what wound was, I guess, did he shoot himself?
No, there was no indication of anyone being shot. This appears that there was, when he fell, some type of fracture injuries to the leg, which caused the bleeding.
To clarify, this wasn't any involvement with the Atlanta police as far as shooting?
Correct. There's no, in neither one of these cases were officers involved in shooting at all.
On Friday night, rapper Young Scooter, whose real name was Kenneth Bailey, was reported dead after being taken to the hospital following a shooting incident in Atlanta. The Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed Bailey's death, which occurred after he was involved in an incident on William Nye Drive SE in Atlanta. According to Lieutenant Andrew Smith of the Atlanta Police Department, APD, officers responded to a dispute involving a weapon. Initial reports suggested shots were fired, and a female was allegedly dragged back into the location. When officers arrived at the scene, a male opened the door but quickly shut it when the officers knocked. APD then established a perimeter around the location. Two males fled the scene during the establishment of the perimeter. One returned to the house, while the other jumped over two fences. Officers located him on the other side of the fence, where he appeared to have suffered a leg injury. Despite attempts to render aid, the male, later identified as Young Scooter, was transported to the hospital, where he later died. While APD clarified that the officers did not fire any shots, the cause of death remains undetermined, and an autopsy has yet to be completed. Lieutenant Smith indicated that Bailey likely suffered a leg injury while fleeing, which caused bleeding. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation has been called in to assist with the ongoing investigation. APD has also not been able to confirm the presence of a woman who was reportedly dragged into the residence, which was part of their investigation. Kenneth Edward Bailey, born March 28, 1986, died March 28, 2025, better known by his stage name Young Scooter, was an American rapper who was affiliated with Freebands and 1017 Brick Squad Records and CEO of his own label Black Migo Gang. Scooter grew to prominence in 2012 after releasing a number of successful mixtapes and collaborating with notable rappers such as Gucci Mane, Future, Waka Flocka Flame and Chief Keef. His mixtape Street Lottery received positive reviews and was certified gold on popular mixtape site DatPiff. It was placed at number 24 on SPIN's 40 Best Hip-Hop Albums of 2013. Scooter was born in Walterboro, South Carolina. When he was 9, his family moved to the Kirkwood community aka Little Mexico of Atlanta, Georgia. In 2008, after he was charged with drug trafficking, he decided to start pursuing a career in music. Scooter was a childhood friend with fellow Atlanta rapper Future. While his first mixtape Plug Talkin' didn't receive much attention, with his second release Finissin' and Flexin' he made a name for himself, already collaborating with Future. Scooter put out 2 more mixtapes in 2012, Married to the Streets and Voice of the Streets, featuring production from Zaytoven, DJ Spins, Nard and B, Da Honorable CNOTE and guest verses by Gucci Mane and Ali Boy. Scooter's real breakthrough came in January 2013, when he released his mixtape Street Lottery. Spin named it Rap Release of the Week, and XXL featured it on its Best Mixtapes of January list. Eric Deep of XXL called Scooter one of the hottest street rappers coming out of Atlanta, and wrote that tracks like the single Columbia and Street Lottery, featuring Bun B, are proof of his undeniable talent. The tape was also a viral success, gaining over 100,000 downloads on DatPiff. The official video for Columbia, directed by Decatur Dan, premiered on MTV on January 31st. The song became a hit in the South, especially in Scooter's hometown Atlanta. Brandon Soderberg of Spin classified it as a mix of Rick Ross's Hustlin' and Future's Tony Montana. By the end of the month, an official remix with rappers Rick Ross, Birdman and Gucci Mane was released. Lil Wayne also covered the song for his mixtape Dedication 5. The rapper's recent success prompted OnSmash to state the buzz for Scooter is at an all-time high. On April 8, Scooter was arrested for violation of parole. Scooter's collaboration mixtape with Gucci Mane Free Bricks 2 was released on February 28, 2013. On August 29, 2013, Young Scooter released his mixtape From the Cell Block to Your Block, featuring guest appearances from Future, Gucci Mane, Whale, YG, Lil Boosie, Webbie and Lil Fat, among others. Scooter was known for his freestyle type of rapping, without writing down his lyrics, similarly to Gucci Mane. He has defined his style as count music, and explained it in an interview with Complex. I don't really care what I say on a beat as long as it's about some money. When you try to think hard and write it out, that's when it's gonna be fucked up. Scooter's lyrical themes are largely about money and drugs. David Drake of Complex compared his populist, kingpin rapping to that of Young Jeezy, although he noted that Scooter doesn't have the all-encompassing grandiosity of his fellow Atlanta rapper. Scooter was influenced by famous hip-hop artists such as Jay-Z, 50 Cent and Diddy. Bailey was arrested for probation violation during a traffic stop in DeKalb County, Georgia, on April 8, 2013. According to Hip Hop DX, Bailey shared a jail cell with frequent collaborator Gucci Mane, who was arrested for probation violation on April 12, 2013. Bailey spent 6 months in custody before being released in mid-October 2013. On March 2, 2015, Bailey was released off probation. Young Scooter, originally from South Carolina, was well known in the music industry, particularly in Metro Atlanta's music scene. He gained popularity through collaborations with prominent artists like Future and Young Thug. His hit song, Columbia, featuring Rick Ross and others in a remix, and his notable mixtape, Street Lottery, solidified his place in hip-hop history. Kenneth Edward Rashad Bailey, professionally known as Young Scooter, was an influential American rapper and songwriter. Born on March 28, 1986, in Walterboro, South Carolina, he relocated with his family to the Kirkwood neighborhood of Atlanta, Georgia, at the age of 9. This area, colloquially known as Lil Mexico, played a pivotal role in shaping his musical journey. His early mixtapes, including Plug Talkin' and Finissin' and Flexin', laid the groundwork for his distinctive style. However, it was the 2013 mixtape, Street Lottery, that catapulted him to prominence, featuring the hit single, Columbia. The song became an anthem in Atlanta and beyond, earning him recognition and collaborations with major artists like Future, Gucci Mane, Waka Flocka Flame, and Rick Ross. He continued releasing successful mixtapes, including Juke Season, Married to the Streets, and 80s Baby. Music career and influence. Young Scooter was known for his authentic street narratives and ability to connect with audiences through his lyric. He collaborated with hip-hop legends, including Lil Wayne, Young Thug, and Meek Mill. His song Jet Lag with Future and Juice WRLD was his highest charting record, landing on the Billboard Hot 100. His mixtapes and projects, such as The Recipe 2018 and Trap Hero 2019, solidified his legacy in the trap music scene. He was widely respected for staying true to his roots and never compromising his sound for mainstream appeal. 2025 and his legacy. In 2025, Young Scooter was still active in music, releasing Overseas Juggin' in February. Tragically, he passed away on his 39th birthday, March 28, 2025, after a fatal accident while fleeing from police in Atlanta. Despite his untimely death, his influence remains strong in hip-hop, with many artists paying tribute to his impact on the genre. Young Scooter's legacy lives on through his music, which continues to inspire up-and-coming artists. For his freestyle approach to rapping, often delivering lyrics without writing them down, he described his style as count music, focusing on themes of money and street life. His collaborations with artists like Future, Gucci Mane, and Young Thug further solidified his presence in the hip-hop community. Estimates of Young Scooter's net worth vary. Some sources suggest it was around $2 million in 2024, attributing his wealth to music sales, streaming royalties, and concert tours. However, other reports claim his net worth was significantly higher, estimating it at $339 million in November 2024. Discrepancy between these figures highlights the challenges in accurately assessing the finances of public figures. Young Scooter's discography includes notable singles such as